different. Sorry for that. Let me just tell these ladies to join.
No problem. I'll be waiting.
Yeah. So just as they join, just a quick question. Okay. Actually, thanks. Actually, I see you are doing the training in the evening, and in the
Right.
morning.
Right.
Okay. That is very helpful. At least we can be able to finish the training much faster.
No, when I got time, so I just put some time.
Oh, okay.
Whenever I get time, I will definitely add this.
Okay. So, but
Please bear
I
for
believe.
uh, 2 more weeks because there is another session going in the morning hour with me. Once that is done, I will definitely extend the training for 1.5 hours a day for sure.
Oh, okay. But this week, I believe you'll be doing the morning and evening session.
Fine, you can catch that new link. No issues.
No, 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 no. I'm not saying I don't want to cancel. I'm just saying for
No,
this
no, no,
week.
no, no, no. I'm waiting.
Sorry.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I sent them the new link, so they are just joining. Give them like 1 minute.
No issues. I'll wait. Okay.
Sure, sure. Oh
Hello?
hey, Emadus. Hey, sorry,
Hello?
sorry. I think we had the wrong link, but I think you guys can go on.
All right. Thank
Fine,
you.
fine.
All right.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, Amit.
Hmm. I think morning sessions has a new link and that evening session has the other link.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. I was talking about this. Give me a moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm opening the document.
Okay.
So here you can see a few things about that servlet config, servlet context, which we have gone through.
Yeah.
Maximize the font. Servlet config, it's an interface. So this is an object. So an object of servlet config is created by the web container for each servlet. And this object can be used to get configuration information from web.xml. So configuration information is declared in WebXML.
Yeah.
So if the configuration information is modified from the WebXML file, we don't need to change the servlet. So the thing is, the advantage of having configuration information in WebXML is, so here you can see, the configuration information is modified from the WebXML. We don't need to change the servlet here. So servlet code no need to be changed, because servlet config information is used by, that is the information written in WebXML for initialization parameters is used by servlet config object, right?
Right.
So servlet config object is created by container and that is given to our servlet and we are using that, right?
Right.
So you don't need to make changes to your servlet. So if you want to add or remove, you can just make the changes in WebXML.
Okay.
So it is easier to manage the web application if any specific content is modified from time to time in WebXML.
Yeah.
The advantage of servlet config. So the core advantage of servlet config is that you don't need to edit the servlet file if the information is modified from WebXML. Okay.
WebXML, yeah.
Then in servlet config, we have seen the methods like get init parameter.
Yeah.
Likewise, get init parameter names. Suppose you have written a bunch of init parameters in WebXML, all the parameter names you can get as enumeration.
Yes.
And get servlet name, return the servlet name, and you can see on config get servlet context to obtain the context. Got it?
Okay.
Got it.
So context would be one for all the servlets present in web application.
Yeah.
So you can get to that one using this config object of the servlet. Yes. Then servlet context. I'm just revising it. Of course, I have told everything. I'm just revising. So an object of servlet context is created by the web container at the time of deploying the project. Okay. So when the project is deployed, the servlet context object gets created.
Yeah.
This object can be used to get configuration information from WebXML. That's what. Context parameters are also declared in WebXML, right?
Right.
There is only one servlet context object for web application. You have to make a note. For an entire web application, there will be only one context object.
Yes.
So if any information is shared to many servlets, it is better to provide it in WebXML file using context parameters. Got it?
Yeah.
Right.
If you want to share something across your servlets in your web application, put that in context parameters.
Yeah.
So advantage of servlet context is easy to maintain. So if any information is shared to all servlets, it is better to make it available for all servlets by mentioning it in WebXML.
Yes.
So whenever WebXML is changed, you don't need to modify the servlet. Instead, the new things are added in WebXML that automatically gets reflected and you can use it in your servlets.
Yes.
So it removes the maintenance problem because everything is centralized in WebXML.
Okay.
The use of servlet context. So there can be lot of usages of servlet context object. Some of them are the object of servlet context provides an interface between the container and the servlets. Okay.
Okay.
So then servlet context object can be used to get configuration information from the web XML. Servlet context object can be used to get, set attributes and remove from the web XML, right?
Right.
Servlet context object can be used to provide inter-application communication. So it means there are two applications running in container. So you can establish communication between two applications using Servlet context.
Okay.
The methods present in Servlet context interface are same: get init parameter,
Yeah.
get init parameter names, enumeration of init parameter names, set attribute with the key values, get attribute by giving the key, and get init parameter names enumeration. I think it is a duplicate. We already have this. Get
Yeah.
init parameters. And remove attribute. Okay.
Okay.
And how do you obtain the Servlet context object? Using get Servlet context method directly. So one thing, get Servlet context present in Servlet which we use. Second is on config object also there is get Servlet context, right?
Right.
Right.
So that's what both the ways are mentioned here. Okay.
Okay.
Then so I'm talking about Servlet communication. Servlet communication or Servlet chaining we say. One example we have already seen yesterday, that is request dispatcher is used to perform this Servlet communication.
Yeah.
So here request dispatcher is an interface.
Yes.
It provides the facility for dispatching the request to another resource. So it may be HTML, Servlet or JSP. So the thing is with request dispatcher, get request dispatcher over there I have given an URL, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that URL may be pointing to a servlet in WebXML one,
Yeah.
or that may be directly a HTML page also, or it may be a JSP also directly. That is what request is dispatched. So here it provides the facility of dispatching the request to another resource. That resource may be HTML file or a servlet or JSP.
All right.
That we are mentioning in double quotes inside the get request dispatcher method as an argument. Got it?
Got it.
This interface can be used to include the content of another resource also. Okay.
Okay.
So the two methods present in this request dispatcher are, you can see forward method, which takes servlet request and servlet response as argument. Public void forward. It throws servlet exception, IO exception. So what it does, it forwards a request from a servlet to another resource. So that may be a servlet, JSP file or HTML file. For us, it's a servlet because we are dealing with servlet. So I just mentioned over there servlet. Okay.
Yeah.
Then include. Include also will be having same argument, servlet request and servlet response.
Yes.
So it includes the contents of the resource, maybe a servlet, JSP or HTML. Okay.
Yeah.
So here you can see a scenario here. So forward method. So user is going to generate a request and it is received by servlet 1, right?
Yeah.
Now it is making the response here. So while making the response, it is forwarding the same request to servlet 2. And servlet 2 is generating some response. And that response is sent back to the client.
Yeah.
Okay.
For example, if you take with a forward, like there is an employee management system portal. So you are employees and you will be given employee ID and password, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So you log in, you providing your employee ID and password.
Yes.
So there will be one servlet which will check the credentials of the data provided by the user.
Yes.
So login servlet is going to validate the user data, whether the user is giving the valid credentials or not. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Suppose if the user is providing valid credentials, then the login servlet is going to forward the request to some other servlets. Like once you log in, you are going to see a welcome message, assume, every day.
Yeah.
Yes.
Welcome, and it will display today's task, what you have to work for today. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So login servlet is going to validate your credentials. If you are giving wrong credentials, then it will display a message, the username and password did not match. Provide
Yeah.
valid credentials. Okay.
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 If it is matching, then the same request is forwarded to today's task servlet. So there is a servlet which will display today's task information.
Yeah.
So today's task servlet would display welcome message and what to work on today.
Today. Yeah.
Yes.
So request is being forwarded from one servlet to another servlet.
Yeah.
Yes.
Likewise, include. So include, for example, you have the bank account. Maybe in Citibank you have.
Yeah.
So you are going to provide username, password,
Mhm.
and bank portal. Bank portal. Assume there is one servlet, that is customer login servlet. This
Mm-hmm.
customer login servlet purpose is to validate your credentials, whether they
Yes.
are correct or not. Okay.
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 Then if they are correct, then you will be logging in, and your login customer servlet is going to show you the account details. Got it?
Yeah.
Very.
Your account details as well
Yes.
as transactions made yesterday.
Yes.
Mhm.
Assume your account details are provided with another servlet.
Okay.
Got it? So
Yeah.
Very.
your login servlet is going to include the response of the account detail servlet, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Then it can also include the response of today's transaction details, sorry, yesterday's transaction details,
Yesterday.
right?
Yeah.
So there may be a
Yeah.
Yes.
servlet which would display yesterday's transaction servlet. Okay.
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 So both the responses are included, and login servlet is going to display it.
All right.
So that is how the include
Yeah.
and forward works.
Yes.
So along with request dispatcher, I have send redirect mechanism also. So send redirect. So send redirect is a method that is present in servlet response, HTTP servlet response interface.
Okay.
This method can be used to redirect the response to another resource. That resource may be a servlet or JSP or a HTML file. So the thing is, a request is generated by the user and it is given to a servlet, right?
Right.
Right.
That servlet is going to redirect to some other servlet.
The
So
response.
redirect the response to another resource. The thing is, user generates a request, and that request has to be accepted by the servlet. And servlet's purpose is to provide a response to the client, right?
Right.
Right.
Now, instead of providing the response, it is redirecting to some other servlet to do the response, to make the response. Okay. Let me give you an example.
Okay.
Yeah.
Suppose uh, You two are friends. Now, I'm giving a call to you on phone.
Okay.
Emma, I'm giving a call to Emma and asking you a question. A question like there is a zoological park in your country, maybe ABC Zoological Park, and I want the timings of that zoological park.
Okay.
So when it opens in the weekdays, okay?
Okay.
So I called you, and now you can give the information to me if you have. If you don't have, now you are forwarding my call to DOOS. Got it?
Yeah.
Got it.
DOOS is going to give response to me. What?
Okay.
Zoological park opens between 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. every day. Got it?
Yeah.
So
Got it.
Emma is going to forward the request to DOOS, and the DOOS is going to provide response to me. So this is what forward is. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Now I'm talking about send redirect. Well, with the send redirect, what happens is I'll give a call to Emma asking the information about zoological park.
Yes.
Okay.
So what's the timing for zoological park to visit?
Mm-hmm.
Now, Emma don't have information about zoological park. So previously she forwarded the call to DOOS.
Me. Yes.
Right. In this scenario, now Emma will tell me, sir, you please give a call to DOOS. She is having that information and she will give you the exact timings, she will say. Now,
All right.
I will give a new call to DOOS.
Okay.
New call, new request. Got it?
Got it.
Yes.
Because DOOS is located somewhere and she has her own number, phone number, so I have to call her, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I will be, I mean, Emma says me. So Emma is requesting me to give a new call to DOOS. Now,
Okay.
Oh, okay.
being the client, I will give a new call to DOOS and ask for the zoological park
Information.
visiting time.
Okay.
Now, DOOS will say it works, I mean, it opens between 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Do
Okay.
you find the difference? Forwarding
Yeah.
Yes.
and redirecting?
Yeah.
Yes. Mhm.
I am talking about that redirect. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So redirect, Servlet will say to redirect to some other, I mean Servlet 1 would say redirect to Servlet 2.
Yes.
Here the client has to generate a new request to Servlet 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it is if it is a new request, it means there are two requests over there, right? Request R1 and R2. With
Yeah.
R1, the client sent request R1 and it has been received by Servlet 1.
Yes.
Now Servlet 1 is telling the browser, telling me to make a new request. Now
Yes.
I will be giving new request over there, right? R2.
Yes.
Yeah.
So over there with R1, if some request one, some data is associated, assume, with
Mhm.
maybe parameters or attributes,
Mm-hmm.
then that data will not be available for request 2 because it's a new request, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what we have seen with an example also last day. It was null, right? First name when we tried displaying.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Whereas with the forward, if you see, the same request is moved to DOOS, from Emma to DOOS. It
Yes.
means the data that is associated with requester will be with the DOOS also.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. So send redirect mechanism happens at a client end, at a browser. Okay.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
here a new request should be generated, right?
Right.
Right.
So this can accept the relative path and this method can work inside and outside the server as it uses that URL which we are giving with send redirect. So this is the method signature, send
Oh.
redirect. and here you are going to give the URL and it may throw IO exception.
All right.
Okay.
Now, so I am writing an example. So I'm creating the project. Dynamic web project. Servlet chain. And it is 2.5 modules. Next, generate, finish. Yes, I expand this. I need the login page. So I'm just expanding it, taking this login page. Okay, copy and put it in our web content.
Yes.
And in source Java resources, I am creating a package.
Yeah. So,
okay, demos. And here I am creating Servlet 1.
Yeah.
So Servlet 1. Servlet 1. Next. So what the Servlet 1 does is, a servlet obtain the logged in user data and perform simple validation and send to Servlet 2 on success. If the validation is success, it's sent to Servlet 2. Okay.
okay.
If the validation fails, it will display the login HTML page. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going next. So let me go for duplicate. Right. Duplicate I need. Duplicate. Finish.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. I have this duplicate method. Now let me open the Servlet data. I mean contents present in our previous sample. Yes. So I am making use of this print writer, those things. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yes, copy this and I'm putting it in Servlet 1. So I don't need this user. Yes. So I got the print writer, response.get writer. Set the content type text by HTML.
Yeah.
Then I am obtaining the first name and last name applied by the user. So here I will give username, first name, last name and password here. So let me add another field in login HTML. Last name. Now I'll add password here. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So input type. Input type is password and name is password. And let me put this break. Yes, I'm done.
Yeah.
So here I obtain the password also here. Let me close this. In
Servlet
Servlet 1.
one.
In
Yeah.
Servlet 1. I copy this, paste here, string
Password.
password, and here password. So I got those 3 data, and let me remove these things which are not necessary for me. So title I am going to mention Servlet 1.
Yeah.
Servlet 1. And let me remove all these. Right. Right. So what I am doing is, you can see here HTML body, title, and here I don't need this, so let me remove. So here I am performing a simple validation. Okay. What the
Okay.
simple validation is, if the first name which I gave by the user dot equals ignore case and password. If these two are matching, only then login. Okay. Got it?
Okay.
Okay.
Else fail. Right?
Okay.
Right.
To display out.println error message. That is, username and password did not match. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh, okay.
March. Yeah.
Fine. So on success, on this validation success, what I am doing is I am going to create a request dispatcher object and forward to.
Alright.
So here I need to give servlet 2. So let me create servlet 2.
Yeah.
So in this package I am creating servlet 2. Servlet 2.
Okay.
And next. So what the servlet 2 does is a servlet to obtain the user information and display welcome message. Okay.
Alright.
Next, I need to get yes in Servlet. Yes. I need to give the URL of Servlet 2. So let me open WebXML. Servlet 2, this one, copy
Yes.
and put in your Servlet 1.
Yeah.
It has to go to this answer.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
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 So here I got this first name, last name, password, right?
Right.
Right.
Now I am going to so if it is success, then request dot set attribute, right? I need to send that, right? As an attribute I'm sending. Okay.
Okay.
I say I'm going to display welcome message, welcome first name. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, welcome first name. So it goes to request dispatcher. Okay.
No, there it's response servlet is servlets too.
Oh, why is it so? I copied this servlet 2, right? From WebXML. Copy this. Okay, right?
Right.
Then go to Servlet 2. In Servlet 2, Servlet 2, I need that web page.
Yeah.
So let me copy this. I mean to say, I need these two. I need these two.
Yeah.
Print writer as well as set content type.
Yeah.
Then I am constructing a web page. Of course, I take the first name. Okay. So I take the first name from attribute.
Yes.
Request dot
Attribute.
okay.
This
Okay.
one.
And of course,
name.
it returns object, so I need to typecast.
Yeah. String.
Done. Then I construct a web page. This one. Title is Servlet 2. Then I am closing this. Somewhere here, I'll write out.println welcome message. Welcome, Mr. Nothing but the first name.
First name.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Right. Yes. Now there is some error. Let me remove that error. What it is. Okay, I don't have that bean, so let me remove that.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm done. Yes, I'm done. Now,
Excuse me, sir.
yes.
On Servlet 2,
Servlet 2.
string first name in get attributes. Is it
F
gonna
name
take first name
is
or F name?
F name. Sorry, F name. I just copy pasted and I did not change that.
All right.
F name. Because in Servlet 1, while setting the attribute, I mentioned it as F name. So it should be F name.
Yes.
Right.
Now I'm executing. So here, okay. So it displays a message here, and I want. So this dispatcher object. So let me create this dispatcher object. Okay. Oh, fine. So I create another request dispatcher object. And request dot get request dispatcher. I want to display the login HTML if something goes wrong. An error message and this login HTML. Okay. So login HTML it is login HTML.
Yeah.
And you can see dispatcher dot include request response. Okay.
Okay.
Now I'm executing this. Finish. Oh, I need to execute actually login HTML. Sorry, I executed servlet. That is why it is displaying an error. Okay.
Right.
Login HTML is the first page, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I need to do that. Okay, I am re-executing. Yes, I got now.
Yes.
So I say Alex Graham, and first name and last name should be matching, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I give the same Alex. Something went wrong. Okay, login servlet, let me check. So read the error message. HTTP status 404. Servlet training demo being the project name and login servlet requested resource is not available. Let me open login HTML. Yes, login HTML. Look at the action. Of course, it is login servlet. Actually, it is servlet 1, right?
Yeah, it's a red one. Yeah.
This servlet 1 is nothing but the URL pattern of servlet 1.
Yes.
Yeah.
In web XML. This one.
Yes.
This one. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Now observe, I modified my HTML page. Right?
Yeah.
Now I'm going back to my browser. Oh, actually, I closed the browser. Let me run it again. Okay.
Okay.
Alex Graham and Alex. Register. So the thing is, I modified in login HTML, gave servlet 1, but still my server is referring to the older one. So
You
during
have
the time, what to do
You have
is,
to restart the server.
right, we need to restart the server. Go to server. We can remove all these applications.
Yeah.
Right, remove. Okay,
Yes.
and then go for shut down the server. Okay, server stopped. You can see here.
Yeah.
Now go to our login, run it. Finish. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And Alex. Oh, again it is referring to login server. So let me check which login HTML it is. Of course, select training demo.
Yeah.
Select training demo. You can see it. So let me just make a change, save it. And here I go back, refresh, refresh, refresh. Now, Alex, Alex, register. Web content display, web content display, refresh something. So you can see my first name Alex, Graham, password small Alex I have given everything, but from login page, Servlet one, so it has to get into Servlet one, yes. Sometimes the Eclipse will annoy, we have to be patient because nothing wrong with the code.
Okay.
So I am making again a trail and error. Right click, go for clean module work directory. Because it is referring to the older executions only. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So I have cleaned the work directory. Now remove this project. Then restart. So these are the common trail and errors we have to make. Yes. Now redeploy our application. That is run, finish, restart. Okay, restart. Let me make Alex. So let us read what is happening. Cannot forward after the response has been committed. Okay. Yes, cannot forward after the response has been committed. Let me check the code present in Servlet 1. It is forwarding. Servlet 1. So what I am doing, I am performing a validation, then I am setting an attribute, then I am forwarding it to, request dispatch to Servlet 2. Yes. The problem is I did not delete this extra statement. I copy pasted, right?
Yeah.
So that's the problem. I have one request dispatcher. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. There was an extra request dispatcher here. I just deleted it. Okay, that was wrong. I have changed the Servlet code.
Yes.
Let me go back to browser, back, refresh. Okay, I did not restart the server. When you make changes to servlets or HTML or JSP, you no need to restart the server.
Yes.
When you make changes to WebXML, then you have to restart the server.
Yes.
Okay, now password. I'm giving Alex. Yes. You can see Mr. Alex. Now I deliberately give a wrong password. Look there, I am regenerating a new request here. I mean to say refresh. And now I am giving some wrong password. I mean to say which is not matching with the first name. Okay.
Alex, yeah.
And I am clicking on register. Username and password did not match. And again it is displaying the login HTML. It is.
Yes. Okay.
You can see in Servlet 1 code, what I did, this message to be displayed, then login HTML has to be displayed. So you can see login HTML's content would be included here. Included where? In this complete Servlet 1. You can see Servlet 1. So here it is Servlet 1. Observe carefully. This is Servlet 1. In Servlet 1's response, Login HTML response is included. Got it?
Yeah.
Got it.
So that is what here. Right?
Yeah.
Now, I have set this request.set attribute. I comment this. I am not using request dispatcher object. Instead, I am using response dot send redirect. Okay,
Okay.
to servlet 2.
Mm-hmm.
Send URL servlet 2. Okay,
Okay.
semicolon at the end. Okay.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So with the send redirect, servlet 1 says the browser to regenerate a request, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So browser has to send a new request to servlet 2, right?
Right.
So the data associated with request 1, the first name will not be available to servlet 2, right?
Yeah.
Let us see. Now back, refresh, new request. I am giving yes, correct name. I mean to say Alex.
Mm.
Register. Yes,
Yeah.
welcome Mr. Null, it says.
Yes.
Yeah.
It means new request is generated, and you can see here, So here new request to servlet 2 is given, right?
Right.
I say back, observe carefully again. And now the URL is login.html, being the first page, home page. Now I am giving Alex, the same name.
Mm-hmm.
You can see servlet 2 is displaying Mr. Null, okay?
Yeah.
Now, let me go back to servlet 1 and comment this response send redirect and uncomment this forward. Observe the URLs, okay?
Okay.
I'm going back, refresh. Now I give
Alex.
Alex. Register HTML, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Observe there what is happening.
Servlet
In
1.
the URL, servlet 1, first name Alex, last name Graham, password Alex I have given, okay?
Yep. Yeah.
That is being last. And the URL you can see, the URL is still showing
Servlet
servlet 1.
1. Yeah.
Okay. Mm.
It means the request is forwarded to servlet 2 and servlet 2 got that data and servlet 2 is giving the response.
To Servlet
Yes.
1.
Right.
Yeah.
Not to servlet 1, it to client. If it is giving
Yes.
response to servlet 1, then it is including them. Forwarding right here.
Mm-hmm.
Servlet 1 is forwarding the request to servlet 2, right?
Okay.
So our
Right.
URL still is showing servlet 1.
Yeah.
Whereas with the redirect, the URL was servlet 2. It means browser is generating a new request to servlet 2 then.
Okay. Yeah.
That is why there was servlet 2. Please make a note, this is very important.
Yes.
Is that clear?
Okay.
Yes, it
It's
is
clear
clear.
that servlet 1 has
Yes.
demanded the client browser to generate a new request to servlet 2 and we observe that servlet 2 being the URL and null being the value, right?
Right.
Right.
Fine. Then well and good with redirect as well as dispatcher
Forward.
or include.
Yeah.
With the servlet chaining concept, we will be using session management then. So
Okay.
session management is to you preserve the user information for a certain period.
Yeah.
Right. We will do that session management evening. It is already 6:15. We will meet today evening at 9 p.m.
9
Okay.
p.m. Okay.
Same time, same 9 p.m. IST, same my time.
Yeah.
Okay.
And possibly Possibly. Friday is a local festival here. That is Bakrid festival. It's a famous festival for Muslims. Have you
Okay.
heard of Ramzan Bakrid festivals?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So these are the two festivals which are very important for Muslims. So Friday I have a festival. So Friday, I'm not sure I'll be taking the session in the morning or evening. By any
Okay.
chance, if I get a time, I'll inform you in advance. If I
Okay.
get a time, that would be morning session only, between 5 and 6.
No problem.
I'll confirm. I'll confirm. Tomorrow I'll confirm. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Fine. Today evening at 9 p.m. we'll meet, and I'm going to email you these two samples.
All right.
Okay.
Practice them.
Thank you.
Welcome then. See you.
All right. See
See
you
ya.
tomorrow. Bye.
Okay. Bye.